Hello world, Denise here. We're gonna talk about day 7 theme, which is commitment to the journey. So here I am, technically a day late, but it's on divine time. And I want to talk about the fact that if we can't find it, then we're not being it. And what that means, if you're having a hard time finding love, clarity, money, peace, it might be because you're having a hard time being it. So we're going to talk about commitment, not to the outcome, but to the journey. Go ahead and comment if committed, if you're done playing small, please. And share this with someone who keeps saying they're waiting for their life to change. This is not about shame. This is about empowerment. And this is a radical self-responsibility. Okay? So, some talking points here today. We have been conditioned to believe that we find love, that we find purpose, that we find success. But what if those things are frequencies? What if they're identities? And what if they're ways of being? So you don't find peace. You practice peace until it becomes who you are. And we can bring it back to our body, to being this. If you want devotion, are you devoted? If you want consistency, are you consistent? If you want loyalty, are you loyal to yourself? So, commitment removes fantasy. Once you commit, excuses disappear. Blame disappears. Waiting disappears. Commitment requires identity death. You cannot become your higher self without shedding the old version, the old identity. That shedding feels really uncomfortable. Yes, it can look like boredom, doubt, resistance. The ego loves searching. Searching feels active. Committing feels still. Searching avoids responsibility. Commitment requires embodiment. Some of you are lost. You're just avoiding the level of discipline your next level requires. So let's pivot into action. If you want peace, how would you move peacefully today? What would that look like? If you want overflow, how would abundant sound like? How would you speak as an abundant person? If you want sacred love, how would you behave like love? So being looks like resting instead of chasing. Saying no instead of over-explaining. Keeping your promises to yourself. And practicing discipline without any applause. Commitment is not loud. It's daily. It's quiet. It's boring. And that's why most people don't stay. Healing isn't a vibe. It's consistency. It's choosing differently when you're triggered. And what you're not finding, it's often showing you where you're fragmented. So if you can't find stable love, it leads to inconsistency with yourself. It's usually where that other mirror would show. If you can't find clarity, you're probably avoiding stillness. If you can't find success, you're resisting structure. And if you can't find support, you're refusing to be vulnerable. Your reality is not punishing you. It's reflecting you. Let's let that breathe in. And that's the best news ever, because if it's a reflection, then you can shift it. Right now, I want you to choose one thing that you've been trying to find. Then say, I commit to being it. I commit to practicing it. I commit to embodying it before I see it. I commit to the journey, not just the reward. And I want you to type, I am the source. You don't need another sign. You need a decision. So stop searching, start embodying. The journey doesn't respond to wishful thinking. It responds to commitment. So if you're ready to go deeper into embodiment, healing, and an identity shift, DM me journey. Because the next lunar cycle starts March 3rd. Stay committed, not to perfection, but to becoming.